Damn. You know them ones, yeah, where your vibes into the tune, yeah, and you don't realize that the time is done and the intro's done and you should actually be on the screen. You know them way there. My bad, my bad, my bad. Me tell. Hopefully the sound is a bit louder. My mic was down. Yeah, it's oh wait, just had to check, make sure that I wasn't you know them one there wasn't on mute because I've done that a few times recently. Um Yeah, man, people. Obviously, you can see the title, so obviously you can kind of tell what I'm going to be talking about today. I strongly suggest that all of you get involved as much as possible. Obviously, you know he's just landed in the building, but before I bring him through, just remember, people, subscribe to the thing, man. I'm on 3960. I'm trying to get to 4K by the end of the week, so there's only really three days left. So yeah, people, get the likes up, all of that. Make sure you're liking this video as well. You get me? And obviously make sure you're also subscribing over there at Famzone
Come on,
TV.
man.
You know,
Come
the
on, my
channel with
brother.
the title. We say before we get into anything, yeah, what you saying, man? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, you know. It's recovering still, fam. You get me? We're still in recovery mode. Just listen to some Beres in a minute. Just
Yeah.
chilling, fam. My car's messing around again, so
Uh,
same old problems, like nothing's
what?
changing. You get me?
Yeah,
All I'm
man.
saying is to Waffle TV, just get ready for Friday, fam. I don't know what he's on, fam.
Oh man, I are you ready for Friday though? Are you ready for Friday, Abs? You know, you ready for
Are you ready,
Friday,
bro?
bro?
He's not getting away with it.
Are
He's not getting away with it, fam.
Man. You know what? Yeah. Wait, season not over from Feb 19. The next three games for Liverpool and Arsenal are tough. I hear it. I want to know what DG's saying though. I want to know. I want to know, DG. What are you saying, DG? I want to know. I've been seeing your Twitter recently, and it seems like you've been taking a walk over to the dark side, didn't it? So to get me, if you want to come have your piece, pause, because I know this brother's gonna say why somewhere in it. If you want to fly through, give your say and let the people them know what you're thinking about Arsenal season, you let me know. I'll give you the link. You know where my number is to get it, and you know we can go from there. But obviously, big up Waffle TV show, big up everyone inside. You get it.
Yeah, big
I'm
him up, man.
volunteering. Big up Visca. I'm volunteering to fly and drive out to Quetta to manage Quetta B. Big up Aaron London, Dark Side K. You know what? Yeah. Are you in the gym? Yeah. Yeah, I thought, yeah, DG's trying to get blonks in 2025. I hear it. All
Yeah,
right,
he's always
cool.
got.
So,
He's always taking his top off and that. He thinks he's hench and that.
yeah, man. This is why he's going gym in it. So when he takes off the top, yeah, boy, he gets
He's
more
always.
more ads on Instagram from the calendar.
Yeah,
I
he's
know
always.
his game, bro. I know his game. I know his game.
Yeah.
I know his game. I know his game. But he's funny. But yeah,
Yeah, no.
do you know what? Yeah, before we talk about the dark days of or the potential dark days in it of Arsenal, yeah.
Mhm.
Would you what did you think about that Liverpool Everton game? Like, cause from my perspective, yeah, I don't think that the result plays. Well, even before the game, I didn't think the result played too much into the title race because it's a derby, in it. So like for me, it was just a one-off game where both of them were gonna swing at it, and whatever happens, happens. And I even well now I'm thinking, because of the manner in which Liverpool drop points, maybe that might have some sort of impact on their next few games mentally. Because like, boy, you got Curtis Jones got sent off at the end. You got Arne Slot
Slot not
got
sent
sent off
off.
at the end. You could clearly tell they was highly rattled. Like you had Van Dijk trying to talk to Decore, and then Decore, when he saw Arne Slot got sent off, he was trolling him, and like maybe it got into their heads in it. They dropped points in like the very last kick of the game, like, so maybe it might have some impact on Liverpool, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that it really affects the title race. I mean, it's nicer to be 7 points behind them instead of 9 points, but outside of that, I don't really think it
That's
matters
to you,
too
that's
much.
to you as an Arsenal fan, though. You get it. As an Arsenal fan, that's looking at like just looking at the overall picture, saying that we haven't got our strikers, we haven't got this, we haven't got that. That's you looking at it in that respect. But if you look at it from an outsider's perspective, and then you look at it like Liverpool have just lost to Plymouth, they've just dropped points. Because remember, a game in hand, even though you got a game in hand, you always rely on that. You always assume that that game in hand is 3 points, no matter what it is. If you got a game in hand, you'd be like, yeah, we've got a game in hand, we've got 3 points. That always happens. You just always factor it into your points tally for some random reason. You never think, oh, we're gonna drop points in that game in hand. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
Liverpool, this has been like a highly emotional like month for them. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
it's gonna be, and even if you think that it's not going to make no difference to the title race, regardless of whether you think that or not. It actually technically it does, because now you're looking at each fixture and you're looking at like, I think their next game is Aston Villa, isn't it?
No, I think their next game is Wolves. So I think it's Wolves,
Wolves,
then it's
and then
Villa, then City, then Newcastle.
right, and in that
City
space of
is
time, we've got Leicester, Liverpool, and Villa, City, yeah, and in that space of time, we've got Leicester and West Ham. So
yeah,
you're looking at it like, if we can stutter through these next couple of games, and they can, obviously we know that they can get through, but if they have a slip, it just ends up, next thing you know, you're 4 points behind, and all of a sudden that 9 point gap is 4 points. Is a completely different scenario, regardless
yeah.
of whether or not they're looking better than us, regardless of whether we win the title or they win the title. It's just the scenario has changed dramatically from being 9 points ahead to being 4 points ahead. So it depends, isn't it? Even if we don't win the league, or they don't win the league, regardless of the situation, the scenario is different, isn't it? The landscape's different. It's different.
Who?
Real Madrid Real Madrid drawing with Man City 2-2 and then getting a last minute goal to win 3-2. It's two different scenarios.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I do. Yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're saying, because obviously in the Liverpool, well, not just the Liverpool players' minds, like in everyone associated with Liverpool in whatever way, shape, or form, they probably was already celebrating the 3 points.
Well, you got to remember, Dean, like, there's a difference between Dean and Mons, isn't it? They're two different type of
Yeah,
Liverpool fans, isn't it? Dean
yeah,
has been saying from the beginning, this season the league is not over. He's still worried about Man City all now. He says the league is not over. He's been saying that from the beginning. Like, Dean
yeah,
is categorically clear that this league is not over yet.
yeah.
So for us as Arsenal fans, you're looking at it like this league is definitely over because they're 9 points clear all the time and we can't catch up and we're not playing very well. But if you actually look at the landscape of it, the points tally it's got shorter. It hasn't got bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
After everything that's been going on, it's still getting closer. It's not like they're now 13 points clear, or they're 18 points clear. It's stuttering along, and it's getting closer, not longer. Not the distance is not growing. So that's how
We've
Liverpool
managed
fans are
to,
seeing it.
yeah, we've managed to, so somehow by hook or by crook, yeah, we've managed to keep it within that 6 point mark in it while they had their game in hand. Now they've had their game in hand. It's like the most realistic, well, not most, I don't know, like the best case scenario would have been for them to lose, because then it would have stayed at 6 points. But I don't personally think there's a difference between 6 points and 7 points. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
you could kind of say that Arsenal got blessed in a sense that with the game that Liverpool had in hand, they only gained 1 point on Arsenal in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be real, I think they punch up Wolves. Like, I'll just be real. I think they punch up
That's what
Wolves.
I'm saying again.
I think they nah, but honestly, I think they punch up Wolves. Just in the same way where I think that we punch up Leicester. So
But their games, is their games on Saturday? No,
I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday, to be fair.
their game,
But
because they're at home.
I think this game week that's coming up, I don't think anything will really change.
No, it's Sunday.
The game week after is where we could potentially see the first change, because I think we beat West Ham. I don't know if they beat Aston Villa away.
Yeah, but I
I
know
don't.
what you're doing. You're getting into that. that thing that we keep doing, where we keep looking at. Let's look. Let me tell you this.
One game at a time. One game at
Yeah,
a time.
you see after everything that's happened, yeah, you see like how Arsenal were in crisis, Liverpool are flying, they've already won the league, Arsenal in the top 4 race, because you know everyone keeps saying the same thing. And we're in the top 4 race and we're terrible and whatever. The situation, if you look at it on paper, is we've closed the gap.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy to be in a situation where Liverpool are seen as the high-flying Liverpool, top of Champions League, top of Premier League, top of everything, and for somehow we've managed to close this gap.
Yeah.
How's that worked? And that's
Yeah.
how, when I talk to Dean, that's what he says to me behind the scenes. He'd be like, bro, everyone keeps saying Liverpool this and Liverpool that, but the gap has got shorter. He keeps saying that. And I'm like, I understand how you're seeing it as a Liverpool fan, because I'm an Arsenal fan. He's a Liverpool fan. We're both going for the title. And he's seeing it as you lot are not going anywhere. Like, as much as you think you are, you're not going anywhere. And we were very, very, this could have been a lot different if, obviously every game can be different and you can have scenarios or whatever. But I'm saying there's a like that Fulham game where we lost that 1 millimeter where Saka scored that last minute goal. That is a very fine margin, like lost to Aston Villa 2-0. You know what I mean? These are very, very fine margins where we could have easily been level on points. So
But
I don't know, man. I don't feel like Liverpool fans are going to be as confident as Monts acts like they are. Monts might be confident because it's fun and games for the internet, but someone like Dean, he's not convinced. As a winger, Marino's a striker, such ideas with something, but now we cannot rule it out. Now he'll play. He'll rule it out, man. He won't play Tierney as a winger.
Are you sure though?
He's more likely to play. He's more likely to play Lewis Skelly as a winger than Tierney.
You think?
Yeah, of course. He'll play. He's more likely to play Calafiori left back and Lewis Skelly left wing, isn't he? You're not going to play Tierney left wing.
But it's like this is why it's a bit.
But I've always been the guy that says we're still in the title race, isn't it? I've been looked at like I'm crazy all season.
But it's. Oh wait, is Slot missing out Villa and Wolves? It's a 2-game thing.
He got straight red.
I thought it was 1 game. Okay.
No, I don't think it's 1 game. I think it's
Okay.
And the Villa game is that's a nasty game right now, because we've already played Villa twice. They've now got Asensio and Rashford. Bad game right now. I don't want to be playing. Aston Villa right now, fam. We played them twice already. That's done. Finished. I don't want to be playing Aston Villa right now at all.
Yeah, no, it is a bit crazy.
And Liverpool haven't looked that good this season anyway. Like, they've just been getting along, but they haven't actually been that good.
But we can't say this, because you know what happens. We say this and then they go play Wolves and they win 5-0. And then
but then that's just what will happen, isn't it? They haven't even been impressive. They've been winning games, but they actually haven't been that impressive. So to me, the league's not over. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. All right. By the way, people, 59 people inside. Big up. Obviously, slap the like button. Let's get the likes. I mean, in my opinion, we should already be on 50 in it. But if we're not, then to get it, like, start slapping that like button right now in it. Let's get as many people inside as possible. Big up all of you that are inside. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm only 40. Come on, man. There's 61 people inside now. I'm 40 subscribers away from 4K. I'm trying to get to 4K before the end of the week, in it. So help a brother out, in it. Wait, how close are you, man, to 1K?
Bro, you know what? I don't even check all that stuff. Let me check now. I never ever check all that stuff.
Must be close, isn't it? Yeah, man. Get fams on TV to 1K.
We're 40 away or 40 something away.
We're about 40 away. Okay, well then 40 of you have to subscribe here and 40 of you have to go and subscribe over there. But
look in your group chats, man. You lot are just bad. You lot being selfish. All right, we're still recovering from my birthday, me and Hooks. We're still recovering from.
Yeah, this is kind of disgraceful still. I won't lie. It's super disgraceful. Big up Durag Diaries, though. Big up George, man. You get it. And Disasi. Yeah, they got Disasi as well, man. Yeah, playing Villa at the moment is a madness.
Tell him, Aaron. It's crazy
right now. Madness right now. But see, do you know what? Yeah, do you know what's funny? Yeah, do you know what's
What about
actually funny? Yeah, if do you know what? Yeah, if I was to imagine, if I was to sit here, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not look at the chat, interact with the chat at all, yeah. If I was to just sit here on a stream and just pour my heart out, yeah, and say, yeah, Arsenal are still gonna win the league, I would get absolutely cooked into oblivion, yeah. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
bare people in the chat seem to still believe that Arsenal have a chance. I'm here, like I won't lie. I came into this stream, yeah. I didn't. Big up,
Yeah, because I saw the title, it's emergency stream and all that.
oh yeah, man.
This is not what you
Bro,
expected.
it's like, bro, I can't lie, bro. It's like,
Oh,
bro. I mean, see, look, Forest are the dark horses to win, bro. Like,
this is what I do. This is why me and you should do Thursday? We should do a Thursday morning show on here. We should do a Thursday morning like this because this is a different zone. They're. I
but it
mean,
seems like it seems like there's a positive zone in at the minute. You know what I mean? Deep,
yeah, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it.
deep, deep fried, not cooked.
I'm here for it.
Oh my god, man! Arsenal ain't laying down for no one.
And you got to
Oh,
remember as well, Liverpool have not had any injuries yet. So obviously, not to put injuries onto any players, but you never know what's going to happen. They still got to Champions League. We don't know what's happening. So yeah, don't leave it. We can be delusional, man. That's what's keeping us hopeful. Our delusion.
are we? Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what the question is? Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. I'm actually going to do a poll on this as well. Yeah. Because I see a lot of the time. Yeah. People call me delusional. People call Arsenal fans delusional. Yeah. But you know
Mm-hmm.
what? Yeah. Is it a bad thing? Yeah. For football fans to be delusional, like because being a fan, just like by the very word, yeah, because people forget, yeah. I think
Mm-hmm.
because we call it fan and we've shortened the word, people actually forget that it's actually shortened from fanatic.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when you're a fanatic of something, it implies a certain level of delusion. You have to have a certain level of
Delusion,
delusion
yeah,
to be a fanatic.
100%.
Like that just is what it is, isn't it? So is it a bad thing? You're funny, Aaron. Rice up top pending.
You're
Is it?
supposed to support the club you're supposed to support the club no matter what. But like I said, I've seen Premier League campaigns where teams have won it from way further back than 7 points. So I don't know what this whole why are we delusional because we think we can win the league. I've seen teams win it from 20 or 25 points behind before. Putting your point,
So
man are talking about 7 points, like as if to say, what meant to do 7 points. 7 points. You lot, come on, bruv. We play them as well at Anfield. That to me, it's like if we get to that game and we're still within touching distance, it's a decision that you can potentially overthrow 3 points. That's a 6-pointer, isn't it? So I've seen this for too many years, bro. I've seen it for too many years. Like if that was the case, then it wouldn't be 38 games in a season. Understand? You know, man.
yeah, I don't know, man. Like I don't know if so like yes, delusion is a bad thing, but I think a certain level of delusion is a bad thing. I think a certain level of delusion is a bad thing. Like,
Mm.
do you know them man that are never able to like accept reality. Like a good example is this brother, Julian. He's definitely
You're talking about AFTV guy.
yeah. Like he's for me, that's too much. Like too much. Like that's way too much.
But why do
Way too
Liverpool fans want us to say we're not going to win the league, though? Why would they? Why, that's what they want. They want us to be like, oh, we're not going to win the league. But bruv, we're coming to overthrow you. That's what we're doing. We're not going to give up on the race. We're coming. You lot, we're on the way. Why are you not worried all the time? Liverpool fans are more panicking than we are.
Yeah. No, I hear
Why
that.
do they want? Why do they expect us to say, oh yeah, guys, we've got injuries. We're not going to win the league. No, bruv, we're not built like that. We're coming for you. Don't you lot look behind. We're coming for you.
By the way, if Shax has my number in it, so if he wants the link, he can just WhatsApp me in it. There's also there
I don't know who that is.
we also can't rule out that we could get more injuries, you know, like, and then we also can't rule out that Liverpool will probably drop more points. Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what's crazy? Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just said what I was about to say.
do you know what's crazy? Yeah, Ghost keeps on calling me deluded, but I haven't said anything. I actually haven't said anything. All I asked is it a bad thing for football fans to be delusional? I actually haven't. I actually haven't. I correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't said anything about title race or nothing. I ain't put my opinion out there at the moment. At
I
least
have.
yeah, yeah. D has. I ain't got quite there yet. I'm still
I'm on that.
thinking in it. Hey, and you know what? Yeah, Shax. Yeah, you say this. We never win at Anfield. Yeah, yeah. You say this,
Oh, I know, my man. I know what you're talking about.
but hey, Anfield '89, innit? That's all I'm gonna say in it. They never thought
But
that we
records are
would
there
win
to
there.
be
You know what I mean?
broken. Records are there to be broken, and you got to remember as well. Not only are records there to be broken, but what type of club gives up on a title race when they're 7 points behind?
Yeah, yeah. It's when you think about it, like when you remove yourself from the internet. When you remove yourself from the internet, yeah, I feel like you can you see things differently in it when you remove yourself from the internet in it. Like I'm at a point now, yeah, where I feel like I've been doing this YouTube thing for quite some time now, and I do feel like sometimes I find myself second guessing myself in it because
Mm-hmm.
before I jumped onto this YouTube thing, bro, I never bowed, never bent, never broken, never,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Like no matter what the case, and there's been worse scenarios. But I feel like now because I hear so many different opinions and I hear so many different perspectives, and it's not even just on YouTube. It's like going through Twitter and talking in group chats on what like I'm getting flooded with so many different perspectives on so many different things that I'm starting to think that maybe a 7 point gap is like it can't be closed. But then in
Mm-hmm.
reality, when I swear when Arsenal won the league in '98, I think it was '98, we actually came back from a much worse position than what we're in now against a team that was much more dominant to win the league. So I'm now thinking 7 points. And do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, men that have actually been following me for quite a while this season, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
will know that I've been very consistent in the fact where I said Liverpool are going to drop points. I've been saying this. I've been saying it for time. Liverpool, like my thing has been, Liverpool are going to drop points. It's just about us staying as close to them as possible before they have to go Tottenham. Sorry, what is it? I think it's Tottenham, Chelsea, Arsenal, Brighton, back to back to back to back. That's what I've been saying consistently. That's what I've been saying, innit? Like, and if we can stay within 6 points by that point, or be a little bit less, yeah, I don't think it's too crazy to think that Liverpool will drop points in that run. Those are 4 very hard games back to back to back, while also having to play Champions League in between that as well, while also having to play FA Cup because they're still in the FA Cup. Well, no, they're not. They got knocked out. My bad. So I promise you, Liverpool fans, I genuinely like I wasn't trolling. I genuinely for a moment there, I genuinely thought you were still in the FA Cup. So we'll be in the Champions League as well in it. So it's like tit for tat in it. But we will have players coming back. So by the time it gets to that point, yeah, we'll have Saka will be back. To what capacity we can use him, I don't know. But if we can use him here and there, bring him on like a 20-minute sub here and there, he will impact. Do you know what I mean? Ben White is, I think Ben White is actually going to be available to play against Leicester.
Yeah, he's back.
So
He's back.
he's back. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. This is the thing. I don't know. Like, because if I wasn't to be on YouTube, if I wasn't to be on YouTube, if I didn't have to, if I wasn't a content creator, yeah, I'd be talking with my people and be like, oh, you know what? Like, Liverpool are ahead, but it's not that mad, you know.
And they're stuttering a lot. And the thing that what we've done all season, all football fan bases, is we've given Slot the credit because he's new to the league and he's dealt with it well. But another one thing that we haven't used on the other side of it is he's never also been here before in the Premier League in this position either. So we don't know how he's going to react to this type of situation. We don't know that he probably never really dealt with Everton away like that last game. Like he probably never dealt with that before. So we don't know. They're also Liverpool are learning on the job as well. Slot's learning on the job. So the same way we keep giving him credit as saying, yeah, Slot has been brilliant. He's just come in. Look how great he's been. He's just come in. It's the same way we don't know how he's going to be when they have a situation like this. We don't know. Arteta's been here the last 3 years in a row. He knows exactly. Now, Arteta's getting experience from losing. So he's lost before. Slot has never been in this situation before. So we have to now look at it like, we don't know. It's the unknown, isn't it? Everyone keeps giving Slot all the praise and the credit. And that's fair enough. But all of a sudden, he's just got a red card. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, this whole thing of Slot is the calmest this and he's the calmest that. All of a sudden, he's just got a red card all of a sudden. So we don't know. We don't know. All this we don't know, which is good. It's also we don't know. It can also be on the other side. And that's what we'll be looking at. Because we ain't seen this before. We don't know whether he's going to buckle under the pressure or not. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't. We actually fully yeah, but then I feel like it's do you know that saying? It's the hope that kills you, innit? You know that saying? It's the hope that kills you, innit? This is what
it's the hope that keeps you closing the gap. Because the gap is still getting smaller. It feels like the gap is getting bigger, but it feels like the gap is like 15 points, but it's not. The gap is getting smaller, bro. They had this plan that it would be 9 points. A lot of people were saying before the stream, because I was doing a few streams before, they're gonna smack up Liverpool, Everton. People think they were gonna batter Everton. Yeah. And the only Liverpool fan that I realized, or people that was Dean was like, bruv, this is the game. I'm worried about this game. Arsenal for some reason. Every other game I look at the league table, it's the same. 2 games later, he goes to me, I'll go on never foul, and they're all cussing Arsenal. I come off it, I look at the league table, it's still 6 points. I go on never foul next week, Arsenal get cussed again, they lost to Newcastle, they draw with Fulham. I go look at the table again, it's 6 points. That's what he said. Every day I go on the stream, we're getting cussed. Arsenal are getting cussed. I come off, I look at the table, and it's exactly the same situation. They go, they're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like this whole Arsenal-Chelsea debate that it was Arsenal and Chelsea, that's gone. The Arsenal-Chelsea thing's finished. This whole Arsenal in the top 4 race with Man City, boom, boom, boom. That's no one thinking about Arsenal, Man City no more. Everyone used to say, oh, Man City are going to overtake Arsenal. That's gone. So it's Arsenal and Liverpool, isn't it?
We put that we nipped that in the bud immediately.
But we nipped it in the bud while we're still in a crisis. Do you get it? That's what people are not understanding. No one's giving Arsenal any credit for nipping these things, these mini competitions in the bud. We nipped all these little mini games in the bud. We even played Forest and beat them.
Yeah. Wait.
We beat them at home.
We did 3-0, innit? Yeah. We got to play them soon again at their ground as well.
We got them away from home, yeah. So Forest are really they're a real problem. They're really challenging for top 4. Forest and Newcastle, to me, and Aston Villa are a real big problem at the minute. They're going to really challenge for this top 4 spot. So I personally feel like it's going to be a big battle for the top 5. I think it's going to be a real big battle, including Liverpool.
Yeah. No, I do. Yeah, I do. I'm a lot of people in the chat aren't going to like this, but I'm starting to get a little tiny bit more positive now, innit? But obviously, big up Obi and Dixie with the super. Yeah, you get it?
Up, man.
Yeah, for the £5 settings, big you up, bro. Obi and Dixie been riding with the channel for a minute still, so obviously, big you up, my bro. If Liverpool had no injuries, then that means Arsenal have had no wait.
I don't understand that. What do you mean?
If Liverpool have had no injuries, then that means Arsenal have had no injuries.
Oh, it means does it basically say Liverpool? Yeah, of course Liverpool have had injuries. I'm just saying the injuries that Arsenal have had have been to what we class as our most important at the wrong times, isn't it? I'm not saying Liverpool. Of course, Liverpool have had injuries.
Do you know what? Yeah, Aaron London is actually one of the funniest people. Yeah, one of the funniest people.
He's
In
not
chat,
wrong though. He's
yeah?
right though, man.
Because I've never seen this brother, yeah, break. Not once, yeah. And I see Aaron on like bare different streams in it, yeah. And the thing that makes it funny, yeah, is I always, even though I know he's not, yeah, I just always think he's angry because he's always typing in caps.
Oh, capital letters.
Yeah, every message always in caps. No, but Aaron, I can't lie. Aaron has like, he's been a real one. He's been like flying the Arsenal flag from the jump,
from
bro.
early. Yeah.
Wait,
From early.
wait. Hooks thinking Liverpool will drop points is peak comedy. Man wakes up and chooses delusion but they just drop points. You know what I mean? They just drop points.
Hopes thinking Liverpool drop points. Big comedy wakes up and choose delusion every day.
But they just drop points. I don't understand. They just drop points. Wait,
I don't know what he's saying.
this is what I'm thinking. I can't be the delusional one. It can't be me that's delusional. The reason I'm not writing us Forest out just yet is because we have nothing going wrong, no adversity, no key. I'm just saying.
I agree.
I'm the one I've been respecting. I've been believing in Nottingham Forest for a minute. Bear man kept on telling me, "Oh, it's a purple patch. They're gonna fall out of the top 4 quick soon. Watch." I was like, no. You obviously ain't watching Nottingham Forest in it. You obviously ain't. It has Tomiyasu retired. Wait, give me a moment.
The way you spelled Tomiyasu makes a whole heap of sense. The way Jordan has spelled Tomiyasu makes a whole heap of sense in my brain. That's definitely not how you spell it, but it makes sense.
All right, cool. Someone just randomly messaged me and said, "Yo, G, can I jump on?" I think I know who it is, but I don't know. I don't have the
What? And you just said yes to someone you don't know.
I just said this, so I'm gonna when they jump in the backstage, I'm gonna find out who it is. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, wait, yeah. No, it's not. No, see, no, it's not. It's not a logical fallacy. Yeah, do you know why it's not a logical fallacy? People think, yeah, when I say Liverpool are gonna drop points, yeah, I'm not just saying that Liverpool are gonna drop points. I know that Arsenal are gonna drop points, but it becomes a battle of who drops points more, who drops more points. Do you know what I mean? Like, so for example, there could be a week where Liverpool lose and Arsenal draw. We both drop points, but you drop more, and we gained on you. So this is what you gotta think, yeah. Every time Liverpool drops points, there's an opportunity for those below them to gain on them. Arsenal aren't in that scenario. Because really and truly, me as an Arsenal fan, it doesn't really matter if I finish second, third, fourth. It doesn't really matter. It actually doesn't really matter. So if I drop points, it doesn't matter. I don't care if people catch up on me because I'm not chasing second. I'm chasing first, innit? But Liverpool dropping points, it gives an opportunity to everybody to catch them. So there's so much more pressure on Liverpool. Liverpool they're going into that pressure stage right now. They're going into that. They're walking into that. They're walking into that period, yeah, where Arsenal in the 22-23 season, people are saying, "Oh, the title race doesn't happen until March." They're walking into that. They're walking into that period now. The title race is about to begin for them, innit? So we'll see how they'll handle the pressure in it. But obviously, big up United, the ops, my brother. Hope you're good. Remember, people, 75 inside. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're subscribing because obviously we're real close to 4K and Famzone TV real close to 1K. So you get it. Just make sure you're patterning up the thing. But I still don't. I've been asked this question before.
What you're doing is wild.
I still don't understand this question. Do people not realize that I'm not the guy that has been slewing Arteta? This is what I don't understand. And then I just don't understand this question. I'm sorry, I can't answer this question because I don't understand this question, innit? But yo, obviously, big up, Shax. Hope you're good, bro. Can you hear, man?
Yo, big up, Hawks. Big up to you. What you saying, man?
Yeah, my
Good.
brother. Hold on, family.
Yeah. So obviously
Yo, can you
the
guys
chat's
hear me?
gonna be
Right?
happy. Yeah. You're lagging a bit, but I can. There's a delay. Like you're lagging a bit, but I can hear you. I can hear you when you talk. But obviously the chat are gonna be very happy now because there's a guy that's gonna come with the Lung Song Wing Sang and bad up the Arsenal dreams in it. So so yeah. Well, do you know what? Yeah. What? I know you've been sitting in the chat just angry, like fish just clenched. Like, oh no, but like what you been thinking about? What's been said so far?
Look, see me, I'm smiling, man. Come on, I'm not angry, man. I'm smiling. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. You guys make a couple of good points. You know what I mean? Like every week keeps on going by. We're still there. You know what I mean? Like we're not going nowhere. Me personally, I wouldn't necessarily say we're in a title race. We are closer to third than we are first. We are the same amount of points to fourth than we are first. I just think the teams below us, I don't know, whether or not they'll have that consistency or not. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think it's guaranteed, but I think second place is us. I think the only thing that we can do, take it game by game, win every game. Hopefully Liverpool drop points and go hard in the Champions League. That's all we could do right now, to be fair. But I mean, I don't know if you guys have been noticing, we barely have an attack. So wait, I don't know how you might think we can actually sustain a title challenge. It's crazy. We're gonna have Shillings on the left wing, guys. Yeah. I don't be surprised if you see Mika Marino as centre forward or the fourth man. Don't be surprised, man. Guys. It's messy right now, man. It's messy.
But this is where he's gonna earn his money, isn't it? This is where we're gonna find out. This is where you're gonna earn how good a man really is and how much creativity he has. Do you get it? Because this is what managing is about. This is the real top level managing, what it's about. He's gonna have to find out. They took a gamble, not signing anyone, and lost the gamble. So we'll find out, innit? But to me, I'm not looking at it like Liverpool got this super attack, all their players fit. Arsenal got this no attack. The gap's still the same, fam. Like everyone's talking about we can't win the league with Havertz and stuff like that, and we've got Martinelli's off form and there's no Saka. Well, we didn't have Saka that was about 2 months ago. Oh, that was ages ago when Saka got injured, fam. I'm saying we've had no Saka. We've had no Saka for ages, bro. Martinelli's been off form for ages. Sterling's been off form for ages. None of our attackers, Jota's been off form for. None of our attackers have been on form. Not just today, for the last 2 months.
Maybe even longer. To be fair,
maybe even longer. It's not like anyone's like, oh yeah, if they're gonna dip in form now, their form's shocking. Even Odegaard doesn't score goals.
Yeah.
So no one's our attack's been bad for about 2-3 months.
This is my thing, though.
Liverpool should be about 20 points clear.
They should. Well, I'm glad they're not, but they shouldn't. But this is my thing, yeah. I'm allowed, me personally, I am allowed to be a bit worried because I rate Havertz. I've backed Havertz. I've supported Havertz from the jump. I appreciate what he brings to the team, and I think he's a good player. So when Havertz gets injured for the rest of the season, I'm allowed to be worried. I'm allowed to use that as a reasoning for why we might not win the league. But all you other man, nothing's changed. You man didn't want him playing anyway. You man think he's dead. You man 100%. Thought our attack was dead with him there. So him being out now, you man can't use that as an excuse because you didn't think anything was going to happen with him there anyway. So if anything, you man should be happier. You man should have more faith now because he's not going to play, which by you man's standards, and you man's opinions and you man's perspective, we should do better now. Because
you know why you're so right about that as well is because what else have we been asking for to happen that Arteta hasn't done? Is to play Ranieri, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So whenever he's going to be on the pitch for 90 minutes now, every game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
and everyone's been complaining that whenever he doesn't play, and because if everyone was fit, whenever would be on the bench. So we can't now complain when the players that you want on the pitch are on the pitch, even though it's through injuries. I understand that it is through injuries, and we haven't looked great. But you don't have to look great to still be to be 7 points behind Liverpool. Liverpool should be 20 points clear from how we've been playing, bro. Like, we've been so bad, and our attack is so toothless. They should be 20 points clear of this. The fact that they're not is embarrassing. That's the facts of it. They should be miles ahead of us. They got Salah, Jota, Diaz, Nunes, Gakpo. All their players are fit. They ain't got one in. They had Trent was out for a little bit, and Konate was out for a bit. Alisson a little bit. They've got no. What's going on? They got their whole attack's there. Van Dijk's there. The whole team's there, bro.
I mean, they shouldn't be 20 points ahead, literally, because they can't be 12 points ahead and 20 points ahead. They've dropped 15 points this season. So, well, okay, they could be 21. My bad, but even so, you're talking about being there flawless in it. Like, that's a difficult thing to do. That's number one. Number two, guys, you see fans like myself, yeah. I'm here to be proven wrong in it. Do you know what I mean? This is not man just want to be negative, and man just want to be no, I want to be proven wrong. So even though I may not have believed in that Kai Havertz, I don't want to see him injured. At the end of the day, he plays for my team. So why would I want to see him injured? I might not believe in him. I don't, but I'm there to be proven wrong. But if I don't believe in a player, I don't rate a player, I don't necessarily have to back them, but I don't want them that pitch, because now it's just going to make the situation worse. I'd rather have the body there than not be there.
I hear that.
And plus,
I hear
also,
that.
out for a month. The balance out for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? Martinelli's out for a month. This attack is disintegrated. It's crazy. And I'll be real with you guys. I don't want to see Saka play again this season. Give the man his rest. At best, last couple of games, maybe 20 minutes off the bench. Aside from that, nah, I don't want this brother rush back. And we do this a lot. You know, I think at the moment Saliba's being rushed back. I wouldn't mind if I wouldn't be surprised if he got injured. You know, Timber, since he's come back from the ACL, playing almost every single game. You know, that's another injury worry. Like, guys, we have problems with this squad.
That would be solved, though. That would be solved, though.
Real quick, instead of worried about a title race, we need to be worried about keeping a fit squad to get to the end of the season.
No. The Timber thing is gonna, like, it won't be a problem going forward now because Ben White's back, so he won't have to play the same amount. Well, obviously, who knows what happens with Ben White when he comes back in it, but I've heard that he's fitting, and Ben White's been out since I think November. So this is my thing, yeah. Because I hear you, I wouldn't rush Saka back. I wouldn't rush Saka back. Yeah, I think it would be very, 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 irresponsible of Arsenal to, just because he's fit to play, we play him right away. The way that I see Saka is he could be the guy that comes back and makes a difference for us in our Champions League run. I would be very wary about playing him in the Prem because the intensity level is crazy, and I could see the hamstring just go in again. So I would be very careful with that. But late, you know, in the Champions League, he plays a part. But then if he doesn't play for the rest of the season, it is what it is, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's good to sacrifice a player for the short term. And then imagine we sacrificed him and then we still didn't win nothing. Then it would just be like double egg on the face, innit? So, like, yeah, I would be very cautious with Saka. But we got players coming back. We're in a... My thing has always been, if it was Manchester City that was in Liverpool's position now, I would have already conceded. I would have conceded long time ago, because Man City, I know they can go on 10, 11, 12 game win streak. Well, at least the Man City of the past, innit? Liverpool don't do that. Every time Liverpool have been in a title race, they've lost it. Every single time they've been in the title race, they've lost it. It's not like, yeah, they have know-how of being at the top and winning the title. They don't. Slot definitely doesn't in the Premier League. Like, the only time Liverpool won the league is when they ran away with it. There wasn't a title race. They ran away. They wasn't being challenged.
Do you know why you're so right as well? You know why you're so right as well? Because another thing as well is we've got to look at like what it is that. So the actual situation is Sterling, Waneri, and Trossard. Yeah, they're the three players up front right now that we've got left. Tell me which game of our team with our full team behind, because obviously behind us we've got the full team. So tell me which teams with that front three you think is not good enough to win the game.
Maybe Liverpool and Nottingham Forest.
Okay, so Liverpool away and Nottingham Forest away. You think that thing? So we play Leicester. You think that should be good enough to beat Leicester?
Yeah.
You think it should be good enough to beat West Ham at home? Because bearing in mind we've got our first team behind us. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Let me. I'll bring up. Let me bring up the fixtures in it. It'll be. They will just.
Because that's how I'm seeing it. Because I'm seeing it as Waneri right wing. I'm quite happy with that. Sterling left wing is not the greatest thing in the world, but I'm not so disillusioned with Sterling left wing because he's got a chance now to show us the old Sterling. And Trossard up front, I'm looking at that like Trossard being up front. I know he can get goals, isn't it? So
I think that's a win.
I don't want to. I feel like any of those teams, we can beat any of those teams with that front three.
See, this is the hard one. And it's the Chelsea game, and it's to be confirmed. And I hope that it gets moved to a different date, because in the Chelsea game we can't play Sterling, so we lose another attacking option.
Yeah.
So if this could get postponed to like mid-April, potentially Saka could be back to play some part in that game. But Sterling definitely can't play in this game.
Yeah, the Chelsea games are really. I think the Man United away is really, really tricky as well. I think they're all tricky games, but Man United and Nottingham Forest. But if I'm looking at all those games, and I'm not thinking Waneri and Sterling can't
as well. Bournemouth, Newcastle.
But Newcastle's in May. Newcastle's in May.
And we're at home.
Yeah, and that's so far away. Saka could actually be fully fit by then. What is 18th of May? Saka could be fully fit by then. So then it becomes less worrying, isn't it?
Yes, Martinelli will be back by then. It's Martinelli and Saka.
Yeah, Martinelli will be. Yeah, Martinelli will be back.
You're looking at a front three of Saka, Martinelli, and Waneri.
Potentially. I don't want to.
Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard.
We actually have. We actually our running. Yeah. It's not even that hard. Like, it's hard in the sense that it's the Premier League and most games are hard, but we've played the majority of our hard games already. I personally don't worry about the Man United game.
That's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be
I personally don't worry about that. I personally don't worry about that. That's me personally. You know, the Forest game, I think will be very hard. The Chelsea game, I'm only worried about it if we have to play it on the 16th of March. If we don't have to play it on the 16th of March, then to me, it's not that big of a deal. Fulham at home could be tricky because Fulham seems to be our bogey team. Everton away, yeah, you get me. Hard, it's hardish, but we could sneak a 1-0. Brentford at home, I think we beat them because Brentford have been poor away from home. Ipswich away, I think we bat Ipswich, I won't lie. Palace at home, easy victory. Bournemouth at home, slap them up. At home, 100% we're slapping them up.
Oh, don't do this.
Liverpool away, now that's tricky. Liverpool away is our hardest game left of the season.
Yeah, obviously.
But if we win this game, and I need people in the chat to understand, I said if. Yeah, if. I'm not saying when, if. The key word here that I am using is if. I have to be very, very specific when I talk online. If we beat Liverpool, I think we will win our remaining games. Because that could be the boost that takes us to go win the title. Obviously, by this Liverpool game, the title could already be wrapped up. Liverpool could already have had the title won. And this would be a guard of honor. And I can't lie, me doing a guard of honor at Anfield for Liverpool. I can't think of anything worse right now. Do you know what I mean? But it's not as bad as what people. It's not. It's not as bad.
I think what
People
Shaq's
make
saying
out,
though
you
is
know what I mean?
it's about what situation we're in as well. Like
Yeah,
if we
of
had our
course.
full team, I think a lot of people would be a lot more confident. But he's saying we've got 2 players out for the season, Jesus and Havertz. We got no Saka. We got no Martinelli. You get me? So I think I do understand what he's saying when it comes to that. It's not like
Yeah.
we're in a position where we can capitalize. You get it? But
Mm.
I just see it as with all of these trials and tribulations that we're going through, being only 7 points behind, that means there's something in the water, man. Mine is more hope than more so than calculating what we can do. You get it?
Yeah, I hear
It
it.
ain't like I got some mathematical equation as to how we can do this. You know what I'm saying? But mine is more the fact that they're not far ahead, and the fact that we're still in it means that there's a chance, isn't it? That's how I'm going with it.
I part believed in it. I part believed in it. Like it's very hard. Like I'm a very emotional man. I'm a very emotional man in it. So I go through the highs and the lows in it. And like when bad things happen to my club, yeah, it hits me super hard, you know. Like you see when we was you see when we got knocked out to Newcastle, yeah, the Carabao Cup, yeah. Bro, that hit me hard, bro. Like I had to go and wash dishes, bro. Just to like take my mind away from football. And as I was washing the dishes, like the teardrop just fell down my eye, bro. It was a painful day, bro. Like, cause man's really I like, yeah, I'm a content creator, but I'm not a content creator, bro. Like, I'm an Arsenal man through and through, bro. I bleed red. Do you know what I mean? When the man are singing North London forever, they're talking about me, bro. I live in North London, bro. You get it? Like, it's all I've ever known, bro. Do you know what I mean? So it hits man, it cuts man deep when I see the foolishness that happens in it. But I can't stop not supporting the team. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just that way inclined in it. Like I can't be the guy that's always coming on and slewing the team. I can't do that. I'm just not that type of person in it. But when I need to slew something, I will. Yeah. And more often than not, I find myself slewing other Arsenal fans, and I don't like that. I don't like that. The one thing that annoys me the most, yeah, about Arsenal, yeah, is the fact that I have to beef my own fan base more than anybody else. I shouldn't have to be beefing other Arsenal fans. Me and Arsenal fans should be linking up and beefing other man.
Yeah, but everyone thinks differently, though, isn't it?
But I don't matter because I shouldn't be having like Arsenal fans shouldn't be beefing each other. We shouldn't. There's why is it like Iron Man versus Captain America? Why is there civil war in my family? We shouldn't be fighting.
You know why? Because our club is a middle class club, and a lot of the fan base are lower class or from the bottom, innit? So I think that's where the disparity comes in. Because the club act like a middle class club, but we're not middle class. You get it? So I think that's what this is. If we was like more so like a, I don't know, like a Everton or a real footballing city, like a real it was all about that, then I think there'll be a bit more close in it. You can't go to the ground and you can't even stand up and scream and shout. You get me? So there's a disparity between the fan bases. You get me?
I just want to know what everybody's gonna say to me if we do win the league.
I want to know what they're gonna say to me because I can celebrate more than anyone.
I just want to know what people are gonna say because I know that
I'll ring Shaq immediately.
Immediately.
You'll be on stream all week with me. Me and you will be on stream all week.
Nah, guys, I'm here for it. This is funny.
Yeah, because you'll be celebrating as well. You'll be happy, but boy.
No, I'll be very, very happy. Very, very happy. But do you know how many times I've been told that? What are you gonna say if we win the league? What are you gonna? Hey, listen. 4-me once, shame on you, man. 4-me twice, shame on me. This football club has shamed me too many times, and then when I'm looking at certain different facts, nah, suck, y'all bucket. Just have to take it a game at a time and hope my club proves me wrong. But I've been told this too many times, guys. I always, unfortunately, end up right. I still don't want to be right. I still want to be wrong. But give me something to believe in, innit? Do you know what I mean? We ain't got an attack. We knew we'd had the injuries. As much as I don't want this manager spending any more money, like we didn't try to rectify that. Do you know what I mean? Look at the way we built the squad. Like we barely invested in the attack. Do you know what I mean? We've recruited in positions where we've already had multiple players in before. You know, like Calafiori this summer with the left back situation. Like, bro, there's just too many mad things, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at the hierarchy at my club. It's nothing but lawyers. Like, I'm sorry,
exactly.
I'm just looking at a lot of things. And listen, guys, one thing I will say, and this might shock you. One thing I will say, yeah, okay, yeah, I want this manager out, but on a footballing sense, in terms of the hierarchy, this manager is probably the person that I trust the most. The only football man we got at the moment. The only football man. Sometimes I wonder if I thought, you know what, yeah, if the Cronky's actually, you know, like fixed up and actually done things, yeah, had a structure, every other club does it, where there's a DOF ahead of a head coach, and the DOF chooses whether the head coach gets sacked or not, and the DOF sorts out recruitment. If we had that sort of structure, that, you know what I mean, this will be brilliant, guys. This will be brilliant. You know, if we had like a managing director where, you know, the physios or the medical staff are going to Mikel saying, oh, this guy, you know what, maybe he's not fit yet. No, I want him to play now. You know, you have to push through the pen, you know, we squeeze some lemons and you can push through the pen. Like, do you know what I mean? If we had some sort of some real organization at this football club, do you know what? Maybe I'll be looking at things that are different. Like, but at the moment, it's a mess. We have one man running everything. Do you know what I mean? And he's not the expertise on everything, nor should he be. Do you know what I mean? He's actually a good coach, maybe even a very good coach. Hence to why, even though we can have a bunch of players out on rate, there's still a level of consistency. But there's still a hell of a lot of things that he's done where it's like, whoa, yeah, nah, this don't look like that. You're not the guy. It's just.
But everyone makes mistakes, right? Everyone makes mistakes, though, right? But everyone makes mistakes, though, right?
Everyone makes mistakes, but it's about making as few mistakes as possible, especially at the highest level of football. It can't be everyone makes mistakes. Oh, he makes a mistake. Oh, you forgive. Oh, my missus cheats on me. Oh, forgive. Oh, she doesn't get it. Oh, forgive. You know, people make mistakes. She go learn. Do you know what I mean? She gets her cheeks clapped again. Oh, no, it's okay. No, but we're not going to do that now. Do you know what I mean? So why are we doing that with this manager?
But you know what I don't understand?
More than just the manager.
You know what I don't understand, is like, I feel like, don't get me wrong, Arteta has made a few mistakes in it, but I genuinely feel like whenever Arteta makes a mistake, it's highlighted so much more than anybody else. And for me, it doesn't make sense, because the person who actually should make the most mistakes where they are right now is Arteta, because he is factually the least experienced. Like, out of everyone currently now in the well, I don't know who you would say is challenging for the league, I guess, quote unquote challenging for the league, yeah. You got Liverpool, Arsenal, Forest, Chelsea. Let's be fair and say, give or take, Newcastle, Man City in it, because they're fifth and sixth respectfully in it. He's the least experienced out of all of those managers.
100%.
So if anything, he should make the most mistakes.
100%.
Because when you're in, because people understand, yeah, he's been at Arsenal for 5 years, but he's only been a manager for 5 years.
Literally.
It's not like he came from somewhere else and then became manager of Arsenal. He's only been a manager of Arsenal. So he's learning on the job. Like, everything that he faces every season is the first time that he's faced it.
100%.
What he's going through now with the injury crisis, he's never had an injury crisis before. He's never had to manage a squad this way, because he's never had this many injuries before. Not even that he's never had this many injuries before. He's never had this many injuries before to key players.
Key players, exactly.
That he relies on while having to win the league.
And then learning, and then being forced to learn how good Luis Skelly and Moneri were. He didn't know that they were as good as they were. He knows that they're talented and they're brilliant in training. He didn't know that they could handle the pressure and handle like the pressures that come with being in the men's game. He didn't know that. That's probably the reason why he's fast-tracked Max Baumann, because he probably learned these guys are way more advanced than I even knew that they were. But these things you have to go through as a manager first. You can't just assume that somebody has all the answers when they have to learn. There's a lot of the managers that he's competing with. You're competing with some of the best managers of all time. Man's competing with Klopp, Guardiola. These guys have managed multiple clubs in multiple countries, like all over the world. Lost title races, won title races, lost Champions Leagues, won Champions Leagues. This was Arteta's first year in the Champions League last year. He's never been in the Champions League before, had to manage expectations on both sides. He's learning fast. That the Arsenal fan base, they're unforgiving. He's learning fast. They don't care about your learning progress. You get it? As far as they're concerned, they've been at the top of the tree before, so they don't care about your progress as a manager. So he's learning quickly. He's having to learn that regardless of your process, this is not an Arteta process. This is an Arsenal process. You get me? And I don't think the Arsenal fan base really care too much about Arteta's learning, but I think he probably gets that now. Because anyone saying Arteta out, he's probably thinking, "What are you talking about?" He's probably in shock. He's probably thinking, "What? We're challenging for titles. Why do you want me out?" He doesn't know that no one cares about the Arteta process. Do you get it? He's learning fast. He's learning fast, bro.
I think that top level football doesn't give a damn whether you're inexperienced or not. At the end of the day, you're here.
Yeah.
I just think it's one of them. At the end of the day, the elite level of football is harsh, man. It's harsh.
No, I agree.
That's what it is. And Hawks, how when you said that when Arteta makes mistakes, it's more recognizable or it's highlighted more than others. Well, maybe that's because with others they find success. I mean, more particularly when it comes to Man City or Liverpool, because we all know Klopp, Pep, and even Slot so far. Like all three of those managers have made mistakes, but Slot so far, he's doing a very good job. I mean, factually, final of the League Cup, top of the Champions League, top of the Prem. Klopp, look at what he won with Liverpool. Look at what he won with Dortmund. Pep, that's self-explanatory. And then you look at the other clubs like Eddie Howe at Newcastle, Unai Emery at Aston Villa. The reason why maybe
but they've done nothing at their clubs. They've done nothing at their current club. At their current club, they've done nothing.
Right. But there's always going to be a bigger expectation when you manage Arsenal in comparison to when you're managing a Newcastle or an Aston Villa. That's just the fact. Like whether we like it or not, yeah. But let's say financially speaking, yeah, because obviously your finances allows you to buy players, hire scouting teams, hire hierarchy, how much you can afford to invest in different areas of your football club. And because we are in world football, we are one of the clubs that make the most. I can't remember if it's top 10, top 15, but we make the most. The big six clubs, we make more than the Aston Villas and the Newcastles. You see what I'm saying? Look how rich Newcastle's owners are, and they haven't been able to splash the cash as much as they want to. They still have players like Emil Kraft as part of the squad. Do you know what I mean? They got guys like Jacob Murphy. Do you know what I mean? Doing this thing simply because is Almiron still at Newcastle or has he left?
No, he left. Amarim left.
But either way, yeah, like these clubs haven't been able to invest in their club in the same amounts as ours. Innit? That's why when it comes to the big six clubs, yeah, the expectation is always going to be more on us. More specifically, Arsenal, because we are a big club. We have been a successful club, but we have been without big success for a long, long while, and we've been without any success for some while. When you look at other big six clubs, listen, I curse Chelsea nowadays a lot of the time. £1 billion bottle jobs, hold that. Do you know what I mean? But they got a Champions League in 2001. They got a World Club Cup in 2002. Just see what I'm saying? So why has Arsenal never had a world-class manager? Yeah, that's a fair point. I think.
That's not a fair point. It's not a fair point because we tried to bring in Emery, who at the time was classed as world-class. So that's not a fair point at all.
I wouldn't say Emery was very good. I wouldn't say Emery was world class.
Of course he is.
I wouldn't say he was world class either.
How can Emery not be world class manager?
I swear
He's
he'd
won-
never won a league, never won a like he won the Europa League quite a few times, but
He
outside
won
of
the
that,
Europa League 3 times in a row.
yeah, but
that's where I'll put Emery.
How can you not be a world class manager if you win the Europa League 3 times in a row?
does winning the Europa League 3 times in a row make you a world class manager though?
Of course it does. What makes you a world class
That's what
manager
I'm
then?
thinking.
I don't know, like if you said to me he won the Champions League 3 times in a row, then I'd be like, okay, but Europa League, I'm not
Emery's
so
not a world class manager to you.
I think he's top. He's a top manager, world class.
So who's the
Because when
world class?
when you say world class, are you putting Emery on the same level as Pep?
That's
like saying,
Because Pep's world class.
Are you putting Salah on the same level as Messi?
Are you though?
No, you're not. But they're both world class though. There's different levels.
Yeah,
of
but
world
like
class.
for players, it's different though. Because
Messi's
with
the
players,
alien.
there's a bigger pool. There's a bigger pool with players. With managers, the pool is a lot smaller.
Well, Emery's a world class manager.
I don't know, man. Obviously, in your opinion,
There's not many managers better than Emery in the world, you know.
Maybe so, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know, man. I don't know about it. Do you know what? Yeah.
So what? So you're classing Antonio Conte as world class, but not Emery.
So, I don't know. You know, I think Conte is a better manager than Emery. But let's find out. Is Emery a world?
Why? Because he's won at Italy. You think Emery? Oh boy, you lot are just saying names, man. Instead of looking at what people are doing.
For me,
look, this is the thing.
Ancelotti.
Conte got like 5+ league titles, bro.
Emery won 3 Europa Leagues in a row.
But what are we? But it's
why are you taking away what Emery done? Conte came to England and failed, right?
He won the league with Chelsea, no?
He come to Tottenham and failed.
Yeah,
but everybody goes Tottenham and fails.
But he still come to Tottenham and failed, didn't it?
But everybody, but everybody fails at Tottenham.
Is Thomas Tuchel a world class manager? Oh, guys, come on, man. Thomas Tuchel is a world class manager, bruv.
For me, there's only 2 world class managers, and that's Pep and Ancelotti.
I would kind of agree with that. Thomas
Tuchel's not a world class manager, yeah.
All the others like Conte, Tuchel, I would say they're top, but they're not world class.
Yeah, top. Yeah, not what. Yeah,
the level just slightly below. That's what we're saying.
So I suppose world class manager managing Villa is. Yeah, I agree, bro.
But that don't make sense. Mourinho went to Tottenham.
Yeah, but the Tottenham thing is like.
How can Thomas Tuchel not be world class?
I don't know. I just don't know, innit? Like he's top.
Thomas
like
Tuchel.
For example, if he goes and wins is it the World Cup next or is it Euros? It's World Cup, innit?
I don't even know. No.
I think it's the World Cup next, innit? If he goes and wins the World Cup with England, then I'll be like, all right, cool. Yeah, I might start putting him in the world class bracket, innit? But I don't know, you know.
Thomas Tuchel not being world class sounds barbaric to me.
I don't know, you know. They're like.
So if you're world class, it's basically what you say Pep, Klopp, and Ancelotti, basically.
I don't even think Klopp is world class.
Klopp's not world class manager. Oh my!
I know I'm gonna.
I would have had Klopp in there 12 months ago. He's not managing now, so I won't put him in. But if he was still managing,
I don't know, you know, like.
Yeah, he's not managing.
Jurgen Klopp is not a world class manager.
He's still managing.
Yeah, Jurgen Klopp is like, you know the.
All
right, let's say you're walking upstairs, yeah. You're walking upstairs, yeah, and let's say he's like one step away from it. One step. I think, yeah. But Arteta is nowhere near world class. Nowhere near. Like he's so far. He's at the bottom of the stairwell, walking up in it. Like Klopp, he nearly got there.
But Klopp won the Premier
But
League.
he didn't
And
do
the
enough.
Champions
Yeah,
League.
but
And the Champions League.
Yeah, but for what
And the
he
bottom
had at his
line.
disposal,
With
for what
Dortmund.
he had at his
He's
disposal,
competing. He had to sell his best player in
for,
Coutinho to
for
compete.
no. For what he had at his disposal, yeah, to only win the Champions League and Premier League once, a bit
So
spooky.
that means Wenger wasn't world class to you then.
A bit spooky.
So Wenger wasn't world class manager then.
I don't know if I'd put Wenger in world class.
Oh my, bruv, I'm not doing this with you.
What?
I'm not doing this with you. You know what it is? I've actually realized. You know what it is? No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you lot no more. I'm not doing this with you lot no more. There's no way. I'm not. I'm outside. I'm out here. I'm going to my car. Like I'm in the real life. I'm doing real things. I'm on the phone having real conversations. Now I'm coming on here and now I'm having these type of conversations. I'm not doing it. You don't think you're gonna get me into to do this back and forth thing with you lot? I'm not doing it. I'm not listening to you.
I don't. Do you know what? Yeah,
what you need to do is clip this whole segment from when we're talking about the Tuchel and the Emery bit all the way up to here. And fling that out because you don't think Jurgen Klopp and Arsene Wenger are not world class is barbaric to me.
I think that with Wenger, he's not a world class manager, but he has like a certain like legendary kind of status because of what he did for the game. So I don't think he's a world class manager because obviously there's things missing from his CV, bro. Like he never won a Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Like he never retained a Premier League. Do you know what I mean? Like his first 7 years at Arsenal was world class, but his whole tenure as Arsenal, I don't think anyone in their right mind could say that he's world class.
Every single person
you couldn't put him in. So, like, look,
would say he's world class because of what he created with what he had.
I think he's legendary. I think he's iconic.
No, he's not legendary. I'm saying
I don't think he's a world class manager.
Not only is he world class, he is one of the greatest managers of all time because of what he done with what he had. That's how it works. You're looking at it like, oh, because he didn't win the Champions League, he can't be world class. So people like Thomas Tuchel are better than Arsene Wenger.
No,
to you,
but I don't think Tuchel's world class either. I'm actually being very consistent in my definition of world class because I think the only two world class managers is Pep and Ancelotti.
How can they be the only two? How can it be the only two world class managers? So Zinedine Zidane is not a world class manager. So Zidane
he doesn't manage at the moment though.
Zidane won 3 Champions Leagues in a row.
Yeah. Okay. Of managers that are no longer managing, I would put him. Because he won. Did he win the league as well? Or am I buzzing? Maybe I'm buzzing. But 3 Champions Leagues in a row is because I said that. I said 3 Champions Leagues in a row makes you world class. Do you know how hard it is to win one Champions League?
You think?
Wait, I'm the one that told you that. Because you said Emery's world class, and I said no.
Emery is world class, and so is Thomas Tuchel. But you're saying
Alex Ferguson is not only a legend, but he's a world class manager.
Obviously, Alex Ferguson's a world class manager, but obviously,
do you think Alex Ferguson and Wenger are on the same level? Because I don't.
You don't think on the same level, but at the time when they were competing, that was what the comparisons were because Wenger was winning with what he had. That is the whole point of
for the first 7 years. I agree. First 7-8 years, I agree. But his whole tenure as a manager.
If you were to talk outside of Arsenal, everybody will tell you that Wenger is a world class manager. Not only is he a world class manager, he's still. If you put in managers like on a scale of where they are, he might be in the top 5 of all time managers. Guardiola.
Actually, you know what? Sorry, I take that back. I just remembered Arsene Wenger went invincible. So I will say he's world class. I just remember. My bad. I'll take that back. I forgot the year. He won 3 league titles. He won 2 doubles.
But it's with what he had.
And he went invincible. So
Oh, bruv.
but remember, I said he's legendary. I said he for what he did, because he also changed the game. But you know what? The invincible thing. Oh, see, look.
But okay, but what I'm saying is, if you've got, what do you mean he's not top 5 of all time? You got Ferguson, you got Guardiola, Wenger is in that category. Who else is in that category? Some people might put Mourinho in there. Who else is in the category? Wenger is in the top 5 category of all time. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? If you were to go into the football world, a lot of people wouldn't even put Ancelotti above Wenger.
What?
People wouldn't even.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
People might say Ancelotti because he's won more, and you start looking at what they've won and stuff. People don't put Klopp above Wenger. People don't put these managers now above Arsene Wenger, bro. Arsene Wenger is one of the greatest managers of all time.
I would.
Bro,
wait, you think so? You would put, so wait, who would? Okay, so if you was to say, so okay, so where does Wenger rank for you?
Wenger is Guardiola to me. Then it goes Guardiola's number 1. Between Guardiola and then you've got to start getting into the next with the Fergusons, and then you're in the next bracket of after Guardiola number 1 to me. Then probably Alex Ferguson. Then you're in the next bracket of whoever you want to put in the next bracket.
But who would you put? So who would you put? Like, because for me, like, Ancelotti hasn't just done Ancelotti things at Real Madrid. Like Ancelotti, he's done a lot over the.
Ancelotti done a lot with what? With Real Madrid. So did Zidane.
Serie A cap. Let me get this up.
I think you lot. This is the problem is you lot. I don't know what world you lot are in, man. I don't know, man. People put Jose Mourinho. So you think
you done bits in Italy as well?
Who?
Ancelotti, you done bits in Italy as well. Let me get the.
Yeah, Ancelotti's up there as well, isn't he? Ancelotti's a legendary manager as well. Ancelotti's up there. Jose Mourinho is up there. These men are up there, but you lot think Jurgen Klopp's not a world-class manager, innit? So it's hard to base what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't put Jurgen Klopp as one of the greatest managers of all time, but he's definitely a world-class manager. You get me?
No. My particular point with Klopp here was that I wouldn't have him in world-class now because he's not managing anymore. Similar with Zidane. That's why I'm saying. Because obviously he's got that job with the Red Bull group, innit? He's head of development or whatnot. Like, he's not managing no more. So I can't say someone's a world-class manager if they're not a manager no more. That's just my thing. But yeah, 12 months ago, I would have definitely said, you know what, Klopp, world-class. He's won these titles in 2 different countries.
Yeah, but listen, the greatest managers are the ones that have got the longevity in it. The longevity are the Ancelottis, the Peps, the Wengers, the Mourinhos. They're the greatest ones, isn't it? That's those stellar names. Klopp is not quite in that bracket yet, but I thought everyone would say that Klopp was a world-class manager. I thought that was like a given. Klopp's a world-class manager. Zidane's a world-class manager. Tuchel, these men are all world-class managers. I thought that was just a known thing.
What to you defines world class?
What you do with what you have. Like, Ancelotti's gone all over the world and won titles all over the world. So that is what you do with what you have. Wenger, what he did with what he had, he worked miracles. Wenger was competing with the Chelseas and the people with when the money came in. He built a stadium and kept us in the top 4. He wasn't doing all this 10th and 12th and 15th, you know. He was winning. He was winning FA Cups all the time. Still, where now we ain't won an FA Cup for 5 years. He was winning FA Cups and staying in the Champions League every year with no money. He got Champions League with Bentner and Shamak and man like that. What are we talking about?
Wait.
everyone, you know, when people talk about the era, yeah, everyone talks about the bad players, you know. Nobody wants to talk about the RVPs. Nobody wants to talk about the Adebayos. Nobody wants to talk about the Fabregases. Nobody wants to talk about the Alex Songs. Nobody wants to talk about the
Well,
Nasris.
he created
Nobody
he created these players. He
Nobody talks
created
about
these
the
players.
Clichy. Huh?
He created those players, bro. We're talking about this generation. We're talking about this generation, man. We're not talking about. We don't know about them.
You never watched any of them manage. Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe
We're talking about this generation. We're talking about this generation, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But just on a quick thing though, on a quick thing, like the video. On a quick thing, like the video, yeah. Subscribe to the channel, yeah. Subscribe to Famzone TV. Yeah. Shax, have you got your own channel?
Yeah, but it's inactive.
It's inactive.
It's Talk Sport. Yeah.
Are you planning to bring it back?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let us know when you bring that back in it, and then I'll get in it.
I'll give it a Beijing Good. What's the matter? Why are you so upset?
Yeah, so I was just about to address this. Yeah, like by the way, people. Yeah,
I don't take it personally, Beijing Good. But I say what you want, fam. I don't really care, fam. You can't do that.
Yeah,
you can't do that in the bite anyway. So it don't matter.
I am nobody's dad. Yeah, I'm nobody's dad. Yeah, you man are all grown adults.
It's calm, man. It's no big deal, man.
There's no need for you man to be swinging each other in the chat, bro. There's no need for you man to be swinging.
They're backing me. They're backing me. I think he was.
I don't know what, because obviously it's at a glimpse in it, but like obviously I expect you man to know better. You man shouldn't be swinging each other in the chat.
Yeah, no.
Like if you man, like you get it, like you get the talking keyboard thing. Slong. We're here to talk football, innit? You get it. So if you man can't talk, like you get it. You know what I mean, if you man can't,
I don't take it personally, my brother, man. It's not what I mean. It's just
neither do I, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like people slew man all the time. It is what it is. But like, if you man really can't be out here beefing man in chats and getting upset about what a man says with words on a screen, bro.
It's not a big deal, fam. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's words on a screen. Like,
no way, man. No way, man. As long as you're supporting all of us, we're all good.
Yeah, man.
You get me? We're all good, my brother. You get me? No big deal, fam. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think Major Good gets all. I think he gets a bit irritated as well. You get me? But it's all love, my GG.
All I know is, yeah, Beijing Guna has been supporting the channel for a minute. So to call him a disgraceful mod is not right, blood. You get it? But by the way, you're not gonna. Nobody's gonna like everybody, innit? You get it?
There you go, fam. There you go.
Half of you man
Beijing Guna don't like me, and Beijing Guna don't like you.
yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm joking.
It is what it is, man. Like, just allow it. There's no need to be beefing and swinging in the chat. Yeah, this is all
subscribe.
This is all we need to be doing. This is all we need to be doing. Liking and subscribing.
No big deal, man.
All we need to be doing.
As long as you're supporting and commenting, it's all good, man.
Yeah, man. You know them made there. But
that was a good convo, though.
Yeah, no, it was. Obviously, like, better of you, man, were swinging me in the chat because for a moment I said, "Oh, Wenger wasn't world class," and none of you could see the logic behind it. Do you know what I mean? But you man, just started swinging me. You know what I mean? Oh, but you didn't care about respect then, did we? Yeah, don't worry about it. But look, yeah. Just on a quick thing, yeah. Just on a real quick thing, yeah. What do you think happens now to Arsenal without Havertz?
Would I think what?
Because one thing we can't ignore, yeah, is that Havertz and Saka are our highest contributors, and both of them are not here. And it's not even like the other players are close to them. Like, there's quite a distance between the output of Havertz and Saka compared to everyone else. So what does that mean?
I gotta go do baller talk, and I'm gonna shout you, innit? I completely forgot it's
you gotta do baller talk.
Yeah, normally it's at 1, but I forgot it's at 12. If you're still on, I'm gonna jump back on, innit? So I'm free.
No, I'll dip soon. I'll send everyone your way, innit? Let me do that.
Yeah, come on, you can jump on if you want.
Yeah. I have to go sort out something quickly, and then if you, I can jump on. Just send me the link in it, and I'll jump on when I'm back.
Yeah. All right, let me love my G-Shack, innit? We'll link up.
Love,
Bless
love,
you,
love.
man. Well done. Beckham.
So what are you saying? What are you saying, Shax? What do you think? What do you think? Being without Havertz and Saka, who are our two biggest contributors, like, what do you think? What do you think that really, like, really and truly, like, what do you think it means? Like, all trolling aside, like, you get it. What do you like? Not having our two biggest contributors. What do you think that actually means for Arsenal?
Uh,
Who do you think would step up as well? Out of all that we have left, who do you think is the most likely person to step up?
I want to say Trossard because Maneri is still young. I think he's inconsistent. I like Maneri because, you know, I mean, he likes to just get the ball, you know what I mean, take on man. But I've also seen in games where sometimes he's not been so successful with it. Obviously, he will learn, but at his age, he's going to have that consistency. Sterling, that's all I'm going to say about that one. Yeah. I can only laugh. I'm sorry, man. Jamaican better than that, but yeah, I can only laugh. Trossard, listen, Trossard has a decent strike of the ball, you know. I think he's a better striker of the ball than Havertz. Maybe he could cook something there. And I've always said before, yeah, do you know what? I don't know whether or not this is going to be the case now, but I've always said, do you know what, yeah, I wouldn't mind us not getting a striker if we had two wingers. If we brought in two wingers, yeah, and had both Trossard and as centre forward options or as the false nine options. Do you know what I mean? I think Trossard, I don't know. I think he suits the game more centrally, man. He's not explosive. He ain't got the pace to be beating his fullback like that. Do you know what I mean? But when he's in the middle, do you know what I mean? He's good on both feet. Do you know what I mean? He can link up, do little 1-2s and that. You know, and you don't necessarily need to be explosive to get past the offender and all of these things. Sometimes he gets himself into good positions as well. And as I said, he's got a good strike on the ball. So I think Trossard is probably the one that's probably going to step up the most, with a close second to Neri. With Raheem Sterling, unfortunately, look, with Raheem, you're going to get endeavour. Do you know what I mean? One thing I realised is, again, just like Ethan, he's going to get on the ball. He's going to try to beat his man or whatnot, but it's just the end product. Like, even if he does beat it, what does he do? I just think, I think he will be wasteful, and I just think he's someone that, you know, we're going to have to carry, and maybe in an odd moment, I don't know, maybe getting us up the pitch, he might be useful, but yeah, I've got a little hope for Raheem. But you know what, Trossard, Ethan, not the worst choices to be having. I can't lie.
Yeah,
not the worst choices to be having, man. Honestly,
they're not. They're really not. They're really, and obviously, I think like there's like we also need to consider the fact that we could have the likes of like a Declan Rice step up. Like we could have the likes of like even though it sounds a bit funny, Gabriel step. Like we have loads of people across the pitch that are able to step up and give us a bit more. I don't feel like we just maybe Erdegaard switches on for the remainder of the season. Who knows? Like he's got the ability to. Whether he does or not is a different story, but he definitely has the ability to. So I do think there's lots of there are lots of areas where we can kind of step up, but it all really is going to matter. At the end of the day, it really just boils down to, do they want it enough? That's all it really is. Like each individual player, do they want it enough? You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway,
very quickly, I think quality has a part to play as well, man. Because when I look at Odegaard, he could want it as much as he wants, but the guy can't finish, man. You know what I mean? 22, 23, I don't know. For me, that was a flash in the pan. The guy can't. I'm seeing it constantly. The only thing is that he's got a bit of finesse, but he can't put his foot through the ball. He can't strike it. He can't lace it. Do you know what I mean? He can't bend it. Do you know what I mean? And on his right foot, it's when it comes to shooting, is near non-existent anyway. I think we could rely more on Declan Rice to get us goals than Odegaard.
Potentially, yeah. Potentially.
Yeah, I do think quality has a big part to play. Hence the why, you know, I'm a bit pissed off with the way the squad has been produced. But hey, look, we just gotta take it a game at a time, innit? And hopefully the guys in the squad, they can step it up, man.
Fingers crossed, innit? But we'll find out. We're gonna Sunday, I think. Well, Saturday or Sunday, I don't really play. One of the days is our first kind of gate. But look, people, gonna end it there. Big up all the people that came true. Make sure on the way out you are liking the video. Make sure on the way out you are subscribing. I am sending you over to Vamzone TV where they are doing Baller Talk. It's D, Dean, Izzy, and Leon Knight. So go over there, check that out. It's always a blast. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Come on, you Gunners.